All right, folks, welcome back to Primetime Pioneer Round 2. I'm your host. This time in the feature match, we have Chris versus Chris. Loser's going to lose their first name, whatever it may be. But we got Chris Nikrant. He's playing ABZAN Aristocrats. We got Chris Martin. He's playing BOROS AGGRO. All right, we see Isolated Chapel from Chris Nikrant, and he passes back. Monastery Swift Spear gets in for 1. Monastery Swift Spear. It's kind of neat to have that in Pioneer.
Yeah.
So he's going to drain.
Go ahead. You're going to take 1 and I'm going to gain 1. Yep.
As we see the cat getting in there.
I'll take.
So it's 19 all. Light up the stage.
Never punished.
He's going to play an Inspiring Vantage. And then a Soul Scar Mage. Chris is missing some lands here, so here we're going to see a Witch's Oven. That's really useful, because now he can sack the cat to the Witch's Oven, sack the food to bring the cat back, and he can block. Seems like that might help. I don't think he needs to mole here.
Play 2 Swiss Spears.
Wow.
So all 4.
I'll block really one of them and sack it with my oven to make a food token. I'll take the other 3.
Okay, I will shock after blockers are declared.
No, after blockers are declared.
So
He'll go from 19 to 17,
you.
and then Prowess, take 6 more.
So you let take 6.
So he'll be at 11.
And then I'll pass.
I'll sack the food to bring back my cat.
Yep.
And he'll drain him for 1.
Go.
Can he get a second land? No. He kept.
Go ahead.
He's going to pass turn. Chris starting to take over on this game.
Come on, let's get on playing last game.
Might as well just get in there.
Go ahead and light the stage before combat.
So he's going to light up the stage.
Okay.
He can play a land, play...
Take 2. Play E2.
Get to will have haste.
And then swing 10 your way.
He can block one of them.
Block one of the ones with prowess. Is that fine? For blockers?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to sack it and also fatal push one of them.
Okay, so blocking 2 prowess. This guy and then pushing this guy. So I'll take 6.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
And I'll bring Kitty back with the food I get.
Yep.
And you will take 1 and I'll gain 1.
So 7 to 16 as he's doing all this off 1 land. 7 to 15.
Finally.
Got a second land, but unfortunately it's going to hurt. Could shock in. He'll go to 5.
Yeah, I'll shock it. Actually, yeah, I'll shock it.
And then he has to play a creature.
Zulaport.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Is Zulaport the right one to bring in here? That's the question. He keep a 1-lander on the play. Is Zulaport worth keeping? Let's see, whenever Zulaport Cutthroat or another creature you control dies, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life?
I'll block 2 of them.
Okay.
They both have all of them have prowess.
This one is just a 2-2.
Okay. Block that and I'll sack the cauldron to stop one of them.
Okay.
I will gain 1 from, and you will take 1 from Zulaport.
Yeah.
So 6 to 14.
So this will happen. That'll happen first. And then 4 damage. I'm gonna Boros charm you for 4.
4 damage.
Yep.
And then he's going to end up
Yeah, that's
taking. Yep. So the one lander didn't get there as Chris Martin's able just to Boros him out. All right. Both players have presented. Chris's deck looks good.
I'll keep.
Well, Chris Nikrant. It looks like both players are going to keep.
Sorry.
Nope.
I haven't seen it.
And he did not.
Shocking Tomb.
He's going to take 2 from Overgrown Tomb.
Got it.
Blister Pod. He gets sack it to get us an Eldrazi Scion.
Okay. Advantage. Pass.
Inspiring Vantage, pass back.
Swing at you for 1.
Chris going down to 19. Or Martin going down to 19 as Chris Nikrant. Very interesting. You're playing a deck with Light Up the Stage and Skewer the Critics. You decide to shock at the end step. Eidolon. So now spells that Chris play that are 3 or less. He's going to take 2 damage.
Whenever any player casts a spell, it seems he 3 or less. And after that, I'm good.
Declaration in stone. Exile 1.
Yeah, so Chris is going to take 2.
Okay, so take 2 first. And then, yeah, it'll exile.
Yeah, he just wanted to get rid of it.
Could be one over here.
I don't have clue tokens, so just put a food. Or put a token down.
Just play this face down.
Yeah, I guess that works.
Sweet win with Blister Pod.
Yeah.
Play for turn. Go ahead.
Another Eidolon. Instead, he's going to play Rampaging Ferocity.
Isn't he banned? No, wait, that's in Commander and.
It was
No.
just in standard for a little bit.
It's banned in Commander too.
No,
It's not banned binary. So.
it's not banned in Commander either.
Whenever a creature dies.
Whenever a creature ETBs, its controller loses 1 life.
Cryptolith, right?
So now his creature's tapped for mana.
Declare in stone.
Exile it again. He gets another clue.
Yeah, I don't want that. Go ahead.
He does get another
You
clue.
have
Second clue, yeah. That's another Eidolon.
So Eidolon of the Great Reveal from Chris, passing back. He's going to take 2, go down to 12.
what he does is when he ETBs, I get a Scion.
Okay. And it's the same thing as that. What that makes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they have sack for 1 for colorless.
Yeah. And this gets destroyed whenever it dies. Okay.
Whenever something dies. Go ahead.
It's just whenever creature you control, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Trying to remember the name of that creature he just played.
Start the clue to draw a card.
It's part of the Aristocrats, part of
Get on my turn.
Rally the Ancestor deck list. Catacomb. Catacomb Sifter. So as we take a look at it here, when Catacomb Sifter enters the battlefield, put a 1/1 colorless Eldrazi Scion creature token onto the battlefield. It has sacrificed this creature, add a colorless mana to your mana pool. Chris is going to take 2 playing a Swift Spear. Can't really safely attack in because of the Sifter.
I will.
Got a Skull Crack and a Shock.
Block with Sifter.
Okay, I will.
So Chris is thinking about blocking.
Cast. Boros Charm. So 2, you'll take 4. Mouse trigger. And then we'll take 3. Shock you.
So that's going to put Chris Nikrant down to 6. Go to damage.
Is that everything? Go ahead.
So yeah, Chris Nikrant's he's still behind the power curve. As Mono Red's proven to be efficient in their damage.
Cool Celebrant.
He's going to take 2.
Go ahead.
All right. So I think Chris is going to knock him out. Unless he has some way to gain life.
Any creature on my board dies.
It or another. Okay. Let's go to combat.
Block both.
Attempt to Boros Charm you.
And I'll sack a Scion to basically keep me alive.
And then I'll cast a Skull Crack in response.
Okay.
So
What's it do? I don't know what it does.
Oh, it deals 3 damage to you and you can't gain life.
And that's game.
yep. That's 7 damage. So
I couldn't go anywhere.
that's the
Not
match.
7, but, like,
So Chris Martin taking the match with Boros Aggro. These aggro decks, they're starting to come in droves now into Pioneer as people are still exploring the format. You know, with the banning of Oko recently, it's still things are going to have to find their ways. Hey, folks, I'm going to go see if I can find another match to put on camera, so stay tuned. You're watching Primetime Pioneer here at Frontline Games. Be right back.